welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Nina.
Hello, everybody. I am Shane.
Did you just buy that today?
Yeah, I bought it before I came here.
Oh, why would you buy water if there's a water machine here in the office?
Well, I don't have a cup or anything at the office, so I don't really trust the water machine here at work. I'm afraid the water might be dirty.
No, but it not only disinfects, it boils the water and there's a filter and it's like a proper water machine with drinkable water.
Well, like I said, I didn't have a cup, so I thought I would just buy some water.
Okay, how much was that bottle anyways?
Like 79 NT.
What? That's so expensive.
Well, I mean, the bottle is good quality, and I think that the water tastes really good.
Doesn't water taste the same?
No, there's different types of water. Like this is like very, high class.
Okay, what's the difference?
It tastes cleaner. It's kind of sweet.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean it's cleaner.
It gives me like I feel like after I drink this water, I become smarter and stronger.
Okay.
No, it just tastes like water. It was the only water that they had that was cold in the refrigerator. So
but that's so expensive.
I agree.
You could buy a meal with that.
That's true.
Are you going to reuse that bottle?
I definitely will now.
Yeah, for how expensive it is.
Yeah.
You could have bought a proper water bottle.
Okay, why don't we get into the lesson and don't keep talking about my bottled water.
All right, so why is bottled water so expensive? This is part 1.
Okay.
Today, bottled water is big business. You can get it at convenience stores, vending machines, and many other places. People buy it for its convenience and taste. That can add up to a lot of money because bottled water isn't cheap. In fact, some kinds can cost more than soda. So why is bottled water so expensive?
Okay, so this is part 1 of why is bottled water so expensive?
I guess we'll find out. What is bottled water?
Okay, so I think you probably know what a bottle is, right? So if something is stored in a bottle or comes in a bottle, they sell it in a bottle, then we can use the adjective bottled to describe that thing. So if I have some pickles and they are in a bottle, I could say to you, hey, I have some bottled pickles if you're hungry.
All right, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so let's find out more about this article. Today, bottled water is big business. You can get it at convenience stores, vending machines, and many other places.
Okay,
That's
if we
true.
say something is big business, that means that they sell a lot of it and make a lot of money, right?
Ching.
Okay.
Yes, so you can find them in convenience stores, right? A convenience store is a small shop that sells basic things like food, drinks, and toiletries, and it's usually open late.
Right.
In Taiwan, we have many, right?
And they're not only open late, they're open all the time.
Yeah, 24 hours in a day.
Right.
Yeah, so for example, he ran to the convenience store to buy some milk and bread. Yeah, because usually you can always find the basic things, right?
Yes. So convenience stores in Taiwan are really convenient.
Very. Every corner you have one.
Yeah, and you could have the same convenience store right across the street from, right? It's crazy. So vending machine is the next vocabulary word. A machine where you can buy drinks, food, candies, snacks.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Usually you put the coins inside, choose which one you want, and it will come down.
Right. So for example, I can say, I bought my expensive water at the vending machine.
Yeah. Shouldn't have.
Okay, so continuing, people buy it for its convenience and taste. So they buy bottled water for the convenience and taste. So I guess if you're outside, well, it's not that easy to find water just anywhere, and you're thirsty. It's convenient to go into the store and buy some water. And they think that it tastes better than maybe the water that comes from your home.
Yeah, some people say that maybe the different minerals will taste different, right? From tap water compared to bottled water.
Yeah, it could change the taste, right?
Yeah, so the taste is the flavor of something, right? So some people can tell the difference, some people not really.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. So for example, she loved the taste of chocolate ice cream. Ooh, I love the taste of chocolate in general.
Who doesn't love chocolate ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay, so continuing, that can add up to a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because bottled water isn't cheap.
Yeah, like 79 NTs.
Yes.
Yeah, even when I was in New York, they sold bottled water this big for $3 US, which is about like 90 NTs.
Wow, it's only that big?
Yeah, the mini ones.
Like 250 milliliters or 300 milliliters? Wow.
Crazy.
That's
so
expensive.
It is very expensive. In fact, some kinds can cost more than soda.
That's crazy.
It is. So why is bottled water so expensive?
Yeah, in fact, the water that I bought today is like 2 times the price of the soda that I usually buy.
Yeah,
actually more,
3 times.
More than 2 times.
Yeah, that is so expensive.
I don't know. Okay, let's take a break and find out why. Why is it so expensive?
All right, see you after break.
One reason is that you pay for the water. Sometimes it's the same as what comes out of the faucet. For the most part, though, it comes from natural springs in distant locations.
Welcome back. So before the break, we were left with the question, why is bottled water so expensive?
Yeah.
And we found that before the break, we found that you can buy bottled water in convenience stores,
vending machines.
You can get bottled water, you can buy it almost anywhere, right?
Yeah, but at a price.
At a very expensive price.
Yes.
So let's find out why it's so expensive.
All right, so one reason is that you pay for the water. Obviously, you need to pay for it.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure it's not going to cost 79 NT, right?
Yes, I don't think the water is worth that much money.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the same as what comes out of the faucet.
So they mean the quality of the water, or actually the water is the same water that comes out of the faucet.
Yeah, so the faucet is the thing that you can see that controls the water that comes in and out. So you have a faucet on your sink, right?
On your kitchen sink, on your bathroom sink.
Yeah, so if you turn it, you open it, then water comes out the faucet.
Right, okay.
So for example, she turned on the faucet to wash her hands. Yeah.
So right, you have to pay for the water, which means that actually, usually, if you're at home, that water will be
free.
Basically free.
Yeah.
Right? It's super, 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 super cheap.
Exactly.
Okay, so continuing. For the most part, though, it comes from natural springs in distant locations.
So natural springs in distant locations.
Right. So a spring is a place where water comes to the ground naturally. Right? From underground, it comes up to the surface. Right? So for example, you can say, this area is famous for its hot springs.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So a hot spring is a type of spring. Water comes from underground and comes up.
Yes, there are also cold springs as well,
Yes.
right? So from a distant location, distant is an adjective and it means far away. Yeah.
Right.
Can
Far
be
away.
in time or in space.
Okay.
So for example, they had a distant memory of their childhood home. Yeah. So in this case, it's in time, right?
Right. Okay. So the water isn't necessarily the same water that you can get at home from the faucet.
Yeah.
It could be coming from a spring, but it still doesn't mean that it's better, right?
That's true. Well, I guess there's something you have to think about, right? What makes water good water or good quality, right?
Is it
What do
the
you want?
taste or how clean it is?
Yeah.
Because I think, at least in Taipei City, you can drink the water that comes from the faucet, and they say that it is clean and it is healthy to drink.
Yeah, but many people still choose not to drink tap water. That's what you call it.
Like me.
Yeah,
like
because
you, like
yeah.
most people.
Yeah, because I think some people say that the water tanks may not be very clean or it's not checked annually, right?
That's right, because if you live in an apartment building, they will have a water tank. So the water that's coming to the building might be clean, but once it goes into the water tank, maybe it will get dirty.
Yeah. So that is something to think about, right?
Yeah. Do you think that tap water, water from the faucet, tastes any different than bottled water?
I feel like there's a little bit of difference, but not enough to make me dislike it.
Yeah. For me, I think I know it's from the faucet. So I expect it won't taste good.
Okay.
But if you gave me that water in a bottle, I probably wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today. And we still have another lesson on why bottled water is so expensive
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, we'll learn about it next time.
Okay, see you then.
Bye.
Today, bottled water is big business. You can get it at convenience stores, vending machines, and many other places. People buy it for its convenience and taste. That can add up to a lot of money because bottled water isn't cheap. In fact, some kinds can cost more than soda. So why is bottled water so expensive? One reason is that you pay for the water. Sometimes it's the same as what comes out of the faucet. For the most part, though, it comes from natural springs in distant locations.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 convenience store 便利商店。There is a convenience store near my house. 我家附近有一间便利商店。下一个单字 taste 名词，味道、口味。The taste of that dish was great. 那道菜的味道很好。下一个单字 faucet 名词，水龙头。The faucet in my kitchen is leaking. 我家厨房的水龙头正在漏水。Leak 就是漏水。最后一个单字 spring 名词，泉水。I drank from that spring and felt very refreshed. 我喝了这个泉水，感觉非常清爽。Refreshed 就是清爽的。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 big business 充满商机的生意，这是一个固定用法。注意 business 在这里当不可数名词。我们来看看这个例句。The food delivery industry is big business. 外送餐饮产业充满商机。Delivery 就是运送。下一个文法 add up to something 总共合计为多少 ？add up 指的是把什么相加。我们来看看这个例句。The amount of hours I worked this week added up to 50 hours. 这周我总共工作了50个小时。最后一个文法 A comes out of B. A 从 B 出来。我们来看看这个例句。
Oh, I think you have snot coming out of your nose. Do you want a tissue?
So, I think we can go to the movie and then...
以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Today we're going to take you to Dao-jiang Canal. Dao-jiang Canal has a long history in Chiayi. Many villagers use the water from Dao-jiang Canal to irrigate crops. And this canal has undergone a lot of changes in the last 300 years. So in today's lesson, we'll learn a lot of history about this canal. So let's go.
Dao-jiang Canal has a long history in Chiayi. It was the first hydraulic engineering system built in 1687 during the Qing dynasty. Its main purpose was to irrigate crops. In the old days, there was no irrigation system. The water for irrigation mainly depended on rain. But if farmers only depended on it, this would cause difficulty in irrigation and unsteady harvest. In 1687, in order to improve agricultural development, Admiral Shi Lang started construction of a hydraulic engineering system called the Dao-jiang Canal. In 1695, some local gentry from Pima Jiao, Taibao village donated money to build a new canal, Dao-jiang Canal, to have more regions for irrigation. In 1715, Zhou Zhongquan, a Zhulo county magistrate, produced a large amount of crops in the Chiayi area by building the Zhulo mountain reservoir and leading the water from the Bajiang River to Dao-jiang Canal and Jiangjiang Canal. In 1923, the authorities merged Dao-jiang Canal and Jiangjiang Canal into Dao-jiang Canal. So far, the irrigated area of Dao-jiang Canal is about 1,300 hectares. The water source of Dao-jiang Canal mainly comes from the Bajiang River and its tributary, the Chilan River. In 1923, because water from the Bajiang River was led to Lantan Lake, there was no water for Dao-jiang Canal. Therefore, an underground catchwater was built to deliver the water of the Chilan River to the Bajiang River. And then, with the headworks method, the water gates would lead the water flowing into Dao-jiang Canal. Dao-jiang Canal goes past downtown Chiayi. Dao-jiang Canal passes through Fangcao Village, Anliao Village, and Meiyuan Village. Dao-jiang Canal starts from Meiyuan Village and flows into Chongqing Road and Minsheng Park. Jiangjiang Canal flows from Xinmin Campus of National Chiayi University and Xingjia Elementary School. The water quality of Dao-jiang Canal is a big problem. Some of the factories and farms are near the origin of the Bajiang River, which may cause ecological pollution. Because of urban development, this leads to no separation for irrigation and drainage and domestic wastewater from both sides of the canal flowing into Dao-jiang Canal. These situations may cause food safety and health problems. In order to improve the water quality of Dao-jiang Canal, some locals, officials, scholars, and college students gathered together to discuss the solution. They decided to implement community development
and actively proposed methods to improve and preserve culture, which will be implemented for at least more than 10 years. There are many scenic spots that are worth preserving along Dao-jiang Canal. They include Jingse culture, wetland landscape, and Yuliao evacuation spot. Dashi Zuo introduced new techniques for conservation of water and soil and marketing concepts. It is a good example of environmental education with agriculture landscapes in Chiayi City. Yuliao evacuation spot was discovered during an agricultural survey in 1940. This also unveiled a story about kings of the three mountains and villagers conserving the canal. With the authorities and locals' help, a detention wetland was built and was a good example of water control and ecological conservation. Many villages use the water from Dao-jiang Canal to irrigate crops. Dao-jiang Canal has experienced a lot of changes in these 300 years. But the one thing that hasn't changed is the cultural assets and ecology that coexists with it. And these assets will be passed on to the next generation.
If you're a history lover, I'm sure you enjoyed our lesson today on Dao-jiang Canal. So next time if you visit, you'll remember all the things that you have learned today. Now, this is all the time we have for today, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.